Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Texas Longhorns taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Pope. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Line gets set, first down. The option look. Now the toss. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And a great job seeing the motion coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweep's a possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
Get it out on the screen. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back, you got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Bond. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Right? We got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The Longhorns have enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quickly complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Running back searching for a hole. The ball pops out. Touchdown, Longhorns! Scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Quick strike complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
is so frustrating on a defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand third and short, the ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the first down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs, a new fresh set of problems.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. And the Gators in the hurry up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
On second down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the ball is intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground. Now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB
open runway ahead. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. And the returner is stopped. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 14, Florida 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Trying to beat him to the left. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he breaks into the open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with